Well, hello everybody! Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great week in what has been an absolutely crazy week of news. Of course, this week with the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, pretty much revealing everything about the console finally, as well as a bunch of amazing games coming to the console. But yeah, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I mean, we also had a bit of controversy regarding the prices and stuff. So I hope that you'll be having fun joining me today. There's a lot to talk about, and in the meantime, of course, to celebrate the announcement and imminent release of Mario Kart World, well, what better way to just have a bit of fun than playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online with viewers while talking about pretty much all the stuff that was announced this week. There's just an absolutely crazy amount of stuff that was announced. Literally, I did my best to try to keep up with all the news these past 2 days. I think I'm pretty proud that I was able to. I think I got pretty much all the news down. But yeah, oh boy, after that direct, it was a lot to take in. There was a lot of stuff. Didn't really know where to start, but I think we've got a good grasp of everything that was announced now. So lots to discuss. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop in to Mario Kart 8. This is actually a fun fact: the first time I'm launching my Switch since the direct. It feels ancient now. Other than the fact that the Switch 2 has practically the same home menu, you know. All right. Anyways, let's hop on in here. Let's hop into some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and we'll have a good time. All right, let me just check that the sound is good, and then we should be good to go. So let's see. Hopefully everything's good.
Mario Kart 8!
All right. Looks like things are doing good. And yeah, we should be good to go. Alrighty, so if you have a Switch and you want to join, feel free to join. And how do we even do this usually? I guess just with room codes nowadays. And if you're just here to watch and chat or whatever about all the cool Nintendo Switch 2 announcements, well then that is mighty fine as well. So I'm just gonna get things started off by just playing probably a bit of regular online. We'll see how that goes, and as people join in, we'll see how it goes. Alrighty. So let's just hop into some online. But yeah, I don't know. What was my favorite announcement during the direct? I'm not sure. Probably, I mean, Mario Kart's pretty amazing. By the way, if you haven't seen, we've got the full Nintendo Direct 2 reaction on the channel. Following the reaction, me and Mathizen in the same video actually did a in-depth analysis and discussion where we talked about all the announcements. So in that same reaction stream, you've got pretty much a full like 1 hour discussion after the direct has aired. Alright, so let's go for some online play for the time being. And we'll see. We'll just do worldwide for now. And versus races, sure, that sounds good. Did I actually never play as these folks yet? I don't know. Never played as Pauline, I suppose. I mean, you know what? That's kind of fitting. I mean, we could play Donkey Kong as well. If we want to compare... I never played Donkey Kong, but maybe we should, you know? Compare the DK model from the new game and the old game. That would seem pretty fitting. And this has really just been my go-to kart recently, so I guess why not? Let's just try it out. Peach's Gardens DS, yes, gotta vote for that. That DS nostalgia after our Mario Kart DS stream from last week. Okay, not a lot of people voting for Mario Kart DS, unfortunately. But yeah, like even after the direct, we learned quite a few, like, tidbits, I guess, regarding the Switch 2. Of course, we learned about the prices, that was a whole thing. And quite unprecedented, like yesterday Nintendo announced, yeah, those pre-orders that we said were happening, they're not happening anymore, at least in the US. I know some of my European friends have seemingly already managed to get a pre-order for the Switch 2, which is pretty great. But yeah, here in Canada, it is still happening next week. I see my fellow Donkey Kong enjoyer to my left right here. Okay. Alrighty. The interesting thing about like the Switch 2 being backwards compatible is that we'll pretty much be able to play like Mario Kart World and Mario Kart 8 on the same system, which is pretty cool. And honestly, I think that makes, I don't know, it just feels great for Mario Kart World, you know, because admittedly Mario Kart World does feel a little bit different, right? It's kind of going away from classic tracks for a pretty different style. So I just realized I have 2 red shells, which is pretty amazing. That's probably because I'm not in first. But yeah, I mean, the fact that we can still play Mario Kart 8 and World on the same system, I think is kind of perfect, because I could still see a good amount of reason to go back to Mario Kart 8, to be honest. I mean, it's just like, you know, the more classic formula. Mario Kart World is like switching up that formula for the first time, essentially. And, I mean, it makes more sense now why they made the booster course pass, pretty much going back to, like, all of these classic tracks, practically. A few of them will be left behind, unfortunately. Okay. We're not doing so hot, which is unfortunate and, dare I say, even, like, surprising. Okay, well, we've got a blue shell coming up. How am I not first? I guess it's because it's online. I'm, like, surprised. But I realized I almost forgot I wasn't playing against CPUs. So that explains a lot. Oh my god. I don't want to get destroyed by people with stars. I never realized there's actually a lot more shortcuts on the side of this track than I realized. Usually I associate there being like one shortcut or something. No! Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, we still managed to get second. So not too bad, all things considered, to be honest. Let's see here. I just want to like make sure the sound is good, because the game might be a little loud, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Let me have a quick listen if I can. Let me mute my mic so I can actually listen to it on my phone. Alright, I think it's probably fine. Anyways, yeah, let's vote for Peach's Garden again, I suppose. More people voting for it this time, so that's always appreciated. I mean, not too bad. First game of the day online, we get second place. That ain't half bad. And yep, Peach's Gardens it is. Alrighty. On 150cc. You can tell I don't play online a whole lot, but I guess like, yeah, it's just like a random draw what speed you play at, which is a bit weird. Maybe that's like a remnant of Mario Kart 8 on Wii U, maybe not being the most popular, and I messed up my speed boost there, that's unfortunate. Oh my god, it's not that way. Oh my god, you can tell I know what I'm doing. That's how I ended up in 10th place. Just like that. Okay. Okay. Oh, he's gonna get double red shelled, unfortunately. And I got red shelled, unfortunately. Oh my god. Oh no, oh no! What have I done? Now we're in 12th, and by a good margin. I'm doing a bunch of unforced errors. So is this guy, though, apparently. Oh my god, no! What am I doing? What am I doing, seriously? Hey, we've got Granny Boy in chat saying, can I join the lobby? Or can we do a private match? Yes, you can definitely do that. I'll set that up after this race. What are we doing? I don't even know. Probably... I forget, it's been a long time since I've played Mario Kart 8. I'm not visualizing the modes. We'll probably do some sort of private match. Either with CPUs or... Well, I guess you can... I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. It feels like it's been a long time since I've played Mario Kart 8, but has it really? I think we played it when the Switch was announced in January. Okay, I'm not the only one getting fooled by, like, different paths. Oh, right, and yeah, the path actually changes on the last lap, which is obviously different than what actually happens on the DS version. Okay. I could probably make good use of these mushrooms. Hopefully. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Yeah, I could have used a double item there. That would have been much appreciated. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, come on. I mean, hey, we're not 12th. That's something. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I was trying to take advantage of the fact that we were invincible there to try to just ram through the chain chomp. Had to brake, but I mean, I guess we saved that decently. We ended up in 6th. Not bad considering we were in 12th like a few seconds before the end there. Hey Matt. Says, glad I already bought the Switch too. You're so lucky, I know. Read that last night. So happy. So happy it worked out. I don't know. Well, we've got 2 tour tracks, but I think we gotta vote for Dolphin Shoals here, to be honest. Let's be real. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my god. I should have been waiting. Should I back out? Yeah, let's back out. Let's back out. Okay, okay, we got a new part. Pretty cool. How do I usually do this? I think... What do I do? Yeah, what do I usually do? Probably just a tournament. Because this would just go like that. I think you can... Oh, okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you can probably just create a room without being friends. You can create a room for playing privately with friends. Hopefully I'm remembering this half decent. So does this work if people just type the room number? I'm trying to remember if this works without being on like a friends list or whatever. But the room number is in the bottom here. Oh, Granny Boy says I can host. Yeah, no, I'm gonna host, even though if you had it already, just because, you know, if I'm doing the stream, it's easier to make sure that future people who join can also join in. We've got, oh my god, fancy font here. Robert says, hey man, quick question, is the Nintendo Switch Sports going to be available on the new Switch model? I want to buy my first Nintendo Switch, and it's hard for me to decide which is the best. Well, if you have the money for Robert, I would definitely recommend getting the Switch 2. because the Switch, although there's already a bunch of great games, will inevitably like stop being supported in 1 or 2 years, whereas the Switch 2 will probably continue on for like another 8 years. So like even if you don't have the money, I would practically recommending just saving up that extra like dollar difference to get the Switch 2. And yeah, to answer your original question, yes, Switch Sports will work. They said, I believe, that the only thing that quote unquote doesn't work is like the kicking mode in like soccer, because you need to have the leg strap and the new Joy-Cons don't fit in the old leg strap. But then again, honestly, people will, like, third parties will probably make like a leg strap for the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con if you really care about that. Alright, anybody else joining, or are we just starting here? Matt says Mario Kart World is going to be crazy, and so will the DK game. Hopefully they will announce a few more games in June. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I'm assuming it's just us playing for now. Thanks for letting me know, says Robert. I assume you're not planning to join Mario Kart 8. Well, I guess not, because you're asking if you should buy a Switch. Yeah, plus there's a bunch of cool games already happening on Switch. So what do you want, Granny Boy? 150? Maybe? I don't know. Normal items, I mean, we're only 2 people, so we should put computer players. Let me know if you have any preferences. Oh, no comm, okay. Fair enough, we can do that for now, I suppose. We might add them later, though. 4 races. How does this work? Okay, you gotta select a number. Doesn't matter, we're gonna select 4, then it allows you to repick the rules, I believe. So that should be good. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, like Granny Boy says, definitely get the Switch 2 if you can. You'll get more of your money's worth. Pretty much all the Nintendo Switch 1 games are supposed to work. There's a few little caveats there, which are listed on Nintendo's website right now. But yeah, you'll definitely get more of your money's worth with the Switch 2 at this point in time in 2025 if you don't have a Switch yet. Let's see, what should I play? What should we play? Maybe Rainbow Road. SNES Rainbow Road, sure, why not? Why not? Apparently, like, Nintendo of Korea leaked Rainbow Road for Mario Kart World this morning or something. Have not seen that yet. I know people were, like, complaining about what? There's no no Mario Kart World Rainbow Road, but, I mean, it's obviously going to be there somewhere. Yeah. And yeah, like, Matt and me were reacting to the Nintendo Direct on Wednesday, and like you said, Matt, hoping that there's more games in June. I think my initial reaction after the Direct was, oh man, I'm a bit disappointed I thought they would have announced more things, at least more Nintendo first-party things in the Direct, because, you know, it's been so long since the Switch 1, it really felt like they were cooking, just waiting on a bunch of stuff here. Oh, that was close. And I'm in second place already. Second of 2. So, ooh, that's bad for me. What am I doing? But yeah, like, you know, like Matt said, they probably will actually announce stuff in June, which, like, in the moment, I had not really thought about that option, I suppose. But they probably will. And, because they probably got more stuff, you know? The question is, now that we have a new Donkey Kong game, do they have, like, for example, a new 3D Mario game ready, or do we have to wait now that we've had this whole Donkey Kong game? That is a little bit less clear. Okay. I mean, having a Crown Mushroom in SNES Rainbow Road is not necessarily the best. Oh my god. I wasn't even close to the finish line there. Oh, Granny Boy destroyed me. And But yeah, so will we get more games in June? Probably. And as I was saying, initially I was a bit disappointed. I think what I realized is like, surprisingly, it's a bit of a gamble for Nintendo. They're coming out the gate with quite a few like more experimental games, but if you look back at it, I mean, they actually announced quite a lot of stuff. I think like they actually had 6 games, which is definitely the amount I was expecting, if not more. It's just that, you know, some of them are a bit forgettable. Sorry, let me pick a track here. Okay, let's go Electrodrome. I like that track. But yeah. Yeah, essentially, they still had like 6 things. Some of them are a bit forgettable, like Dragon Drive. We don't know how that'll go. I know like Matt is really sold on Donkey Kong as a big Mario fan. I think it's good. I think I've convinced myself it's good enough for me to pick up on day one. But so far, I don't know, it seems a bit basic to be honest. And I don't know. So we'll have to see, I suppose. Other than that, of course, Mario Kart World, tremendous. So much better than we could have imagined, I think. What else? Well, the Welcome Tour, you know, is their launch tech demo. Obviously, there could have been something more exciting than that. And the fact that it's kind of paid is a bit of a slap in the face. Having GameCube games on day one, that certainly is interesting. But other than that, what else? What else am I missing that they announced? Oh, well, all the stuff that's not so close to launch. Like, I think when I said to Matt, oh, I'm a bit disappointed in what they announced, you know, I was forgetting about stuff like, yeah, they announced a new Hyrule Warriors. Somehow it kind of went over my head once we got to the end of the Direct. Of course, some stuff we already knew about, but that's very exciting nonetheless. Having a Metroid Prime 4 Switch 2 edition, which is just kind of insane that it's running at 4K 60 or even 120 FPS at 1080p. Of course, like Pokemon Legends ZA will be nice with the upgrades probably. They've announced some new Mario Party stuff. They've got upgrades for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Not to mention the lesser talked about upgrades for, like free upgrades for like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which I assume will not do much other than just uncapping the frame rate to have it run well. Maybe the resolution boost. I assume they're not going to do like any rework of that game. Stuff like that, you know, Game Share was announced. Of course, Kirby. Kirby's got literally new content coming to it. That's so great. As I was telling Matt on Wednesday, randomly I had the itch to play Kirby's Forgotten Land again, and Nintendo, literally on that same week I was thinking about that, decided, yep, let's do it. My god. Granny boy, how fast are you? I wasn't even close to the finish line, it's crazy. I mean, I don't usually play with Donkey Kong. I don't know if it has a speed impact. I'm not like a professional Mario Kart 8 player, you know? It's not like I've really memorized what the differences are based on the characters you pick, but the characters definitely influence stuff. Alright. But yeah, so like literally me just talking about it, I'm realizing how much stuff I'm just, you know, just like saying off the list. There's actually a ton of stuff that they announced here, which is indeed pretty crazy. It's just that, like, you know, some of them are not as hard hitting as they could be, so I left with that sort of impression that they had less than on the Switch 1 launch, when in practice, like, in terms of quantity, there's actually more. Maybe, like, the quality isn't quite as interesting. But we'll have to see. I assume you've got a really good car, because I see Donkey Kong just, like, slowing down immediately, pretty much, compared to you. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, well, we still got an item, that's fine. Okay, yep, get some coins. Get some coins here. Okay, I don't think I can win in this cart against your cart, like, ever. Okay, let's not get hit by our own green shell. That would be nice. Donkey Kong does feel pretty slow, though. Definitely feels pretty slow somehow. It's hard to say why. Maybe Donkey Kong's just a slow character, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to play as, like, Pauline next, which was kind of my first pick here. Okay, luckily we're getting a lot of red shells. So that's certainly helpful. But again, Granny Boy is so far ahead. It's just absolutely crazy. I'm trying to read chat, but then again, I should focus on actually trying to catch up here. The amount of lead is actually crazy. Is this really what just picking a different character makes as a difference? Okay, well, I should not be going against the flow here. But, okay. Yeah. I'm so far behind, it's crazy. Matt says I should start uploading more again because I got ideas. Just a little motivation, but gotta go now. See you later. Alright, well, sorry I missed your message. But yeah, that is definitely very cool. Just so much, like, reinvigorated energy from just the Switch 2 reveal and all the cool stuff. I'm gonna pick Pauline. See how it goes for me with that. See if that makes a big difference or something. I'm just lazily picking Electrodrome again. But okay. Let's see, did I miss anything in chat while we were racing all that time? I'm hoping I can get the Switch 2 pre-orders in. I think it's on Wednesday when they go live here in Canada. So hopefully that'll work out. Really hoping for it. Yeah, Granny Boy earlier said, how do you feel about the $450 price point? I think we were all kind of expecting and hoping for $400. It is a little bit expensive. I personally don't really care, like, I'm gonna get it. And if that's the cost that it takes to get the performance that we need to have, like, games that can keep up better with the rest of the industry for the next, like, 8 years, then I'm all for it, because it'll pay off in the long run. And you'll just get better games in the long run, probably, because of it. So, you know, I think when they announced it initially, it was a bit like, oh, wow, okay, a bit of a shocker. But, yeah, I think it's going to be better in the long run. So I'm not mad about that. I think, understandably, more people, and myself included, are a little more shocked, honestly, at the $80 game prices. At least for Mario Kart, because right now I think that's the only one that's going for $80. And we don't really know why. We don't know if it's literally just because Nintendo thinks they've got all that value and that it's worth it, or what exactly they're thinking. But yeah, it is a bit concerning, mostly for the precedent it sets, more so than anything. Like, if you said, okay, Mario Kart's just this one-off game that'll be this price, it's like, whatever, you know, I'd probably just pay for it. But that's not really, well, I mean, we don't know what the case will be, but you don't want it to become a precedent for, like, other companies. Because I think that's pretty crazy. Going straight from $60 to, like, $80. It's kind of pushing it. It also, I think it also becomes a bit dangerous for the industry where when games become so expensive, people are not really willing to take as much risks on more experimental games because, you know, they're expensive. Why should I try this game that I'm not 100% sure I'll like if I'm forking over all this money? And that's kind of dangerous, right? You already see it with like Sony PlayStation, where their games are so expensive to make nowadays that they pretty much just they play it very safe, you know. They dial down their games to be like stupid easy and like handholdy, just to essentially. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, let's pick. I'm gonna add CPUs this time. Clearly we're gonna put hard CPUs, because Granny Boy is doing very good. And yeah, okay. So here we go. What was I saying? I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, Sony, they're playing it safe, you know. They've like all their cool experimental franchises that they used to have. Those have been pretty much just gone down the wayside for pretty much only doing games that they know are like really safe bets. And I don't want to see the whole industry go in that route where there's too much risk in selecting, like, in making games that are more experimental. Because we're seeing a bunch of stuff just feel all the same, you know? And ironically, like, pricing your games more expensive has a lot to do with that, because then you gotta actually convince someone, enough people, that your expensive game is actually worth it. Okay. Well, no item box for me, apparently. Okay, Granny Boy is so fast. So fast. It's absolutely crazy. Okay. Oh, I threw it backwards? I really didn't mean to do that. It's funny, because, like, we've got CPUs. We've got CPUs for days. And, I mean, we've still got a pretty big lead against the CPUs. Oh my god. No, I can't believe it. The red shell was all swallowed up. Maybe I'll have to pick a better card, you know? I like to think this card is pretty good, but maybe it's not that good. I mean, literally, like, the CPUs are beating me somehow. Oh my god, oh my god. That was a gamble. That was a gamble and a half. I'm curious what cart Granny Boy even has. It's kind of funny, because I guess if a human player's beating you in first place, like, you still get good items, which is a bit funny, even though you're in second. Yeah, like, I'm in second place, but because there's such a huge, literally crazy lead, yeah, you're just getting, like, actually great items. How is there such a lead? It's actually crazy. Alright. Alrighty. See, Granny Boy just didn't want any CPUs because he knew he'd have such the lead that he would have to wait for second place to finish once you have CPUs. Okay, I'm actually curious, what card do you have? I think I saw... I'm not sure what you had. Where's Yoshi? I'm apparently blind. Let's go red Yoshi. And I think you had a bike. I don't even know if I have that bike unlocked, to be fair. I don't know if this is what, I think they had the Yoshi bike, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, fine, I guess we're doing this. I ran out of time for wheels, but I guess we're going random. Alrighty. So we're doing New York Minute, kind of unfortunately, but hey, I mean, it fits with the Nintendo Switch Experience New York happening today. If you can look at it that way. Also, there's a bunch of cool Donkey Kong Easter eggs. Okay, so Granny Boy is actually Birdo. And I don't know what wheels they have. I just feel like so slow. It's crazy. Okay, yeah, I should mention that I have not ridden a bike in so long in Mario Kart. And yeah, they have very different styles that I'm not used to. Because the turns are crazy, of course. But it also makes it hard to drift in a straight line. How am I so slow? I guess these wheels are probably the culprit. I don't know. Like, how am I in 9th place? I don't even know. Oh my god, why is everybody aiming for me? That's crazy. Actually, when you play like Grand Prix 150cc in Mario Kart, what's the CPU difficulty at? I don't even know. I always assumed it was on hard difficulty, but maybe not. Maybe they're just on normal difficulty in Grand Prix, I don't know. Okay, what the heck am I doing? I definitely should have not gone with the bike in retrospect. The bike seems all well and fun until you realize you just don't have any experience with it. Okay. Yeah, I desperately needed a bullet bill. This is a bit of a humbling Mario Kart 8 experience, because I'm used to doing pretty good. Surprisingly, somehow. Okay. We placed 4th, somehow. Overall, I think. Overall rankings, not this race. Yeah, let's pick a different set of wheels. So, okay. We gotta have fun. Let's go with Birdo. I don't know which one. I'm gonna go with Blue Birdo. And I don't know what motorcycle Granny Boy has. You wanna like mention in the chat? I'm just curious. I just wanna like match your cart and see how we can compare. Let's go with this one for now. And I still didn't have time to pick the correct wheels, but okay. Okie dokie. But yeah, Mario Kart World, very exciting because, I mean, hey, it's open world, that's exciting. We'll have to see how it stacks up. There was one thing that really like surprised me at the Direct this week, and I guess at the Treehouse, mostly at the Treehouse, I suppose. But like when you're in Grand Prix in Mario Kart World, there's the whole idea of like driving to the next course. But to me that was just really weird, because it seems like driving to the next course is like, it's part of the race, so like, you know, it doesn't actually feel like it changes much, in the sense that, you know, it's literally just making the track longer. That's like all it's really doing. So I'm a bit confused in like how that's even meaningful so far, if that makes any sense. Oh man, oh man. Clearly I'm not used to riding these motorcycles. Oh my god. Okay, well, there's a bunch of chaos happening here. Okay, okay, okay. Now it's just down to Granny Boy. Which I will definitely not win against. Oh my god. Especially if I hit a bomb car. Okay, oh my god. We're doing so badly. We're literally doing so badly. Yeah, that blue shell will certainly come in handy for me. But the lead is literally insane. Literally insane. What the heck, Granny Boy? That's all I can say is what the heck? How? How do you have such a lead? Again, I think I'll have to reconsider the fact that my assumption that the CPUs are on hard in 150cc Grand Prix is probably wrong. Okay, okay, okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. We could have gone third, but unfortunately that was not what happened just there. Granny Boy, are you still in the chat? Because I am really curious to know, like, what car parts you have. Let's see. Okay, well, I don't think they have this motorcycle, but let me focus on the wheels for a second here. I mean, are there any wheels that have better speed? Not really. Not really, to be honest. I guess these wheels have a, like, I mean, these have decent acceleration. These have slightly better speed. I mean, okay, sure. What about this? This is all acceleration and no speed. This is all speed. And, I mean, this is kind of balanced. I don't know, man. I do not know. Also, what is this cart? What is this cart? Oh yeah, you are still in chat. Okay. I'm just wondering, like, what sort of cart you have. Because I kind of want to match it. See if all of a sudden I will go at the same speed as you. Or if you're just crazy good or what. You're using... I'm using your first combo now. Oh, okay. But what were you using? Is the question. Okay, yeah, I see that. Now you're using what I was using, pretty much. Maybe different wheels. Are you using the Master Cycle wheels? It seems like you might be. It's so crazy. Okay, I really should not pick a motorbike. I'm trying to copy Granny Boy here, but I literally never play with motorbikes, and you can tell. Because they're cool, but it's kind of harder to drift. And honestly, getting the double item box at the very edge here, probably not worth it, if I'm being honest. Alright. Yeah, Granny Boy is somehow crazy fast. Actually, we're actually almost caught up to him for once. And I'm gonna get hit. Unfortunately. Oh my god. That was a lot of banana peels to dodge. No! Come on, Luigi. Hitting me from behind, that's cruel. Okay, yeah, you really can't drift straight with the motorbikes, unfortunately. Okay, okay. This is what we're doing now, apparently. Yeah, I'm very much coming to the conclusion that Grand Prix, not using hard CPUs. Almost no way. Alrighty. Hooray, look at that. We placed 4th. Not bad. All things considered, I suppose. Okay, okay. Let's see, let's both agree on using the same carts, just for the fun of it. So hopefully you're staying with what you were, and I'm gonna go back to my regular combo, which is pretty much the clown car, and the wheels here with like the red trim. I don't know if they have a name. Oh, off-road. Okay, that's the official name. And yeah, why the heck not? Go with the plane glider, I suppose. And yeah, I mean, that's another interesting thing, I suppose. With the new Mario Kart, they finally got rid of gliders. I say finally, like, that's a good thing. I mean, it's kind of interesting. They're replaced by, like, plane wings that deploy to your car, just to make it seem even more like Sonic, like, what am I saying? Sonic All-Stars Racing? Okay, normal items, hard CPUs, all vehicles. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, I mean, no more customizable carts. I'm honestly pretty excited about that. I've seen some people be a bit let down. Maybe I was more let down in the fact that apparently there's only like 24 cars. There was like, I think they said like 48, if not more, like characters, but there's actually only like 24 carts. Which is a bit surprising. I feel like they should have more carts than characters, to be honest. But, I mean, yeah, the fact that they're pre-built gives them, I guess, a bit of flexibility to make a bit, some cool... Okay, yeah, it's 80, it's not 40, not 48, like I said. Yeah, 80 characters, pretty cool. It's just kind of weird that they don't at least have, like, I don't know, at least 40 carts at minimum, I would say. But yeah, I mean, that's a bit surprising. Okay, let's see if we can do anything good. Okay, what is this, Wario's Stadium, I suppose? Oh, you had, like, the perfect items here, I suppose, or what? What is even going on? Oh, was I supposed to go up there? Did I miss, like, a very important segment of the track? Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna waste this. Just so I can red shell. But yeah, I mean, having, like, pre-built carts I think is a good thing. Although I can't say I've seen too many, like, out there designs so far for the carts. But, like, we were playing Mario Kart DS last weekend, and that's when I was saying, like, before they had cart customization, they certainly had a bunch of, like, much cooler out there designs, because they didn't all have to be, like, compatible, right, with the wheels and the paragliders and stuff. But having plane wings is probably a good idea, to be honest. Because, first of all, the gliders, they do block your view a little bit. So having plane wings seems like a smart choice. Also, it seems like underwater racing is just gone. Instead, now you pretty much just race above water. Your car just starts to float. Oh, I somehow managed to miss all these mushrooms. And that one too. Okay, well, we got that one. We got those. Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I doing? I'm playing terribly, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, well, we're gonna use that. We're desperate. We're so desperate. Oh no, too far behind. Didn't even get to cross the finish line. Oof. That is unfortunate. But yeah, it's kind of cool that I guess, I don't know, I kind of missed that the underwater segments seem to be gone. In the Nintendo Treehouse presentation, it was particularly jarring. Like, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but they have returning tracks like Wario's Shipyard, which, well, we can check this out right now. Actually, let's play Wario's Shipyard. Why not? Where is Wario's Shipyard? Hello. Actually, maybe it's is Wario's Shipyard even on the Wii U? Because it might be a 3DS track. For some reason, I thought it was a Mario Kart 8 track. Looks like I'm wrong about it being a Mario Kart 8 track, unless I'm just blind. I guess it is a 3DS track. And I don't even know if it's in this game. So my assumption was wrong. I guess it's a 3DS track. But yeah, it's like Wario's Shipyard had a big portion of the track go underwater. And I think it's a Mario Kart 7 track, and it's probably in the DLC somewhere. So I just gotta find it. But yeah, a big portion of that track goes underwater, and now, like, in Mario Kart World, you just kind of float above the water, so all of the fun underwater stuff is just gone. Like, even though the track is the same, right? So they didn't even really add anything cool to compensate for the underwater bits missing. It's literally straight up like, oh, it's the same track, but for half of it you're just like flying on the water. So that's kind of like, a bit of a meh kind of reveal. But, you know, other than that, it's probably fine. Also, maybe they found that the underwater racing was too slow for their liking, I don't know. I mean, obviously underwater racing had, like, different physics. Oh my god, I almost got myself. I'm surprised. I did not remember hard CPUs to be this hard. I'll actually have to check up on what the difficulty is in Grand Prix. If that's the case, though, I should put hard CPUs more often, to be honest. Alrighty. Okay, well, we're still in 6th place, which is not great by any means. Oh, really? The Inkling got a boost? Got a boost from me somehow? Okay, I was trying to hopefully get that mushroom, but apparently not. Apparently not. Okay. Well, this is pretty much all or nothing. It's all or nothing here. Well, we got a blue shell. I mean, that's something, I suppose. Are you saying first place was here? No, that's probably just because it's the closest to first place that still hasn't crossed the finish line, that is. Alright, we are not placing very good today. We got hopeful. when we started off with Mario Kart 8 online with randoms. Okay, so where would Wario's shipyard be? Assuming I'm just not imagining stuff. Piranha Plant Cove, that is a course, yep. Am I just imagining things? Am I just imagining that Wario's shipyard is a course in Mario Kart 8? I have no idea. I'll just let it pick random again. I guess I am imagining that it's in Mario Kart 8. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, because I don't remember playing it any time recently. So I guess it probably is just in Mario Kart 7, but nonetheless, the point still stands. It's mostly an underwater course. And now there's no underwater section in Mario Kart World, so that is a bit weird. Alright. Yeah, Granny Boy actually properly has the same combo. So now there's literally nothing to complain about. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm definitely doing a couple unforced errors here, that's for sure. Okay. I mean, what's the downside of doing this at this point, you know? Alright. Alright. Okay. That sort of works out. The lead from the other Donkey Kong is crazy, though. Alright. So how far behind are we? Oh my god. I had to get hit by the blue shell. I'm not even in first place. Oh my god, I'm playing stupid. I'm playing stupid. Maybe I'll get an item. It's probably a huge waste of time. But sure. Okay, we both got mushrooms. And somehow Donkey Kong still has a huge lead. I don't even know how that's possible. Okay. We just keep on getting mushrooms, it's crazy. Okay, this is a crazy turn when you're at full speed. Alright, let's just plow through the whole place. Alright. Love the expression on Donkey Kong's face. But yeah, I kind of agree. The new design is much better in that sense. It's so expressive. It's really cool. Nintendo's kind of been on that trend recently of making their characters have like that 90s vibe again, rather than just, I don't know, the sort of sanitized Mario vibe era that we had in Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8 pretty much. Oh yeah, maybe we should play like Shroom Ridge, because last week on the Nintendo DS stream, we ended up playing a lot of Shroom Ridge, and yeah, I mean, hey, we're actually gonna play it, sweet. And just for comparison, you know? Oh hey, Robert is back and says, what's your favorite game on the Switch that is like 100% worth buying? I mean, there's so many games, it really depends what you like the most. In terms of value, if you're tight on money, Super Mario Maker is always a good one because I mean you can play that pretty infinitely. How much you like Mario Maker will vary in part if you're interested in making levels or not. Like if you're zero interested in making levels, then I suppose, oh my god, so many red shells. Yeah, if you're interested in making levels, you'll get a ton of your money's worth. If you're not, I mean, you can still play infinitely, but I guess, like, I don't know, you know, you get a bit less money's worth out of it, I guess. And so, you know, Mario Maker 2 is a great choice. Of course, like, realistically, the game that you really need to get is probably, like, Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you haven't got it, unless you think that's not your type of game. Maybe let me ask you this way, Robert. What do you like to play right now? If you have other consoles or whatever. Or what do you think you'd like to play, and maybe I can make a recommendation based off of that. Yeah. And that's assuming we're talking like Switch 1 games, because of course if you do get a Switch 2, you'll probably want to get Mario Kart World as soon as possible, since that's going to be the new big thing, and obviously looks really fun. Okay, I don't know what I was doing. I thought I could sneak through, but I was clearly being stupid, and I just lost any sort of potential hope to do any good in this race. Okay, it started off good for once, mainly because Granny Boy lost, or pretty much just messed up his start. Okay. Let's see. Robert says I'd like to get the Switch 2. I have the money for it. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting the Switch 2, you may as well join in on the fun with everybody else. And, you know, just get Mario Kart World for starters. Robert says Minecraft and Switch Sports. Well, Minecraft, of course, you're definitely going to get your money's worth out of that if you enjoy Minecraft, because you can play that game literally forever. Switch Sports is always a fun, entertaining one as well. If you think that's your cup of tea, then you will definitely have fun with it, that's for sure. And again, like Switch Sports, one of those games that if you're really into it, you can play pretty much as long as you want. But yeah, I mean, there's literally no shortage of games on Nintendo Switch. They'll all be playable on Switch 2, and I assume that, you know, they'll literally just, like, all the Switch 1 games as well, of course, already playable, and, like, the Switch 2 will probably, in no time, get a good amount of nice exclusive games as well. I mean, like, literally, did we get disconnected, Granny Boy? Or did you just have to leave or something? But yeah, like, the Switch 2 already not looking bad. Nearing the launch for the amount of games it's getting. But like in that regard, like third parties seem so on board that there should be a lot of games. Granny Boy says, gotta go GG's. Okay, well, thank you so much for racing with me. It was an absolute pleasure, and thanks for hopping on stream today. And who knows, maybe I'll see you in future streams, because we do more like Nintendo community live streams like this pretty much every weekend. We'll probably be playing a lot more Mario Kart, whether it's like, I think I'll play Mario Kart again after the Mario Kart World Direct in 2 weeks from now. And I mean, when Mario Kart World comes out, we'll certainly play a lot of that too, because that'll be the hot new thing on Nintendo Switch. Assuming I can get my Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order, which I am a little bit fearful of, but wish me luck for Wednesday for that. Alright, so we are gonna go back to just playing online worldwide. Hopefully I will do better now. Let's go with Donkey Kong. We gotta rep our boy Donkey Kong. We've got a brand new Donkey Kong game coming out in July. So yeah, I mean, why wouldn't we? Bowser's Castle 3 on SNES. Haven't played that one a lot since they've added it, but okay, let's give it a go. But yeah, Robert, if you play it, or if you like adventure games, you know, like exploration adventure games, then, you know, you'll definitely want to pick up like Zelda Breath of the Wild or something at some point. And if you're not sure if you like the Zelda series, on Switch 2, on day one, you can buy the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass, and you'll get a ton of Zelda games, you'll get a ton of games in general, because GameCube games are releasing day one on the Switch 2, and I mean, there's a whole roster as well of awesome, like, classic games on the N64 catalog, the SNES catalog, and all that, but, you know, on N64 and the GameCube Online, you'll be able to play a ton of Zelda games. It's only like $65 a year, I believe. So, I mean, hey, not bad. You can try out some Zelda games there without paying too much. There's probably like over 100 classic games at this point in the catalog. I'm not sure what the exact count is, but I would not be surprised if there's at least 100 now. Yeah, this Bowser's Castle SNES one, definitely one of the more basic tracks in the Booster Course Pass. I mean, that sort of comes with the territory of being a remaster of the first Mario Kart. Oh god. That was so close. We almost got hit by the blue shell big time. Okay. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, I have totally lost control. Okay, well, we're in lap 2, so, I mean, we've still got a shot. Not a great shot, but hey, we're gonna hopefully we can finish in better than 6th place, you know? Okay, well, we're actually in 2nd now. So that's not too bad. Oh no, oh no! Oh my god. That's unfortunate. We could have ended really good. That's not what happened, though. What happened is much worse. Oh my god. Okay, I did not know there was a speed boost here, but okay. Okay. Everyone's like just following each other. Well, we ended up 7th. That's not too bad. I mean, that's actually pretty bad, but okay. Okay. Yeah, Robert says, I heard a lot of good things about the Zelda game. What is it about? Well, pretty much you're Link, you're this guy, and you gotta save Hyrule. Hooray! No, but realistically, how do I describe it? If you're talking about Breath of the Wild, as I said, it's an sort of action-adventure game, exploration game. You've got this big open world, and like literally you just explore. There's a lot of cool stuff to find. There's some dungeons, there's some puzzles, there's like sword fighting combat. It's actually hard to describe, I guess, when you're just used to like these staple series being out for like 35 years. Just look it up on YouTube, I suppose. We've got a bunch of Zelda content on the channel. Like, what is your gaming experience so far, Robert? Do you have any, like, similar games you've played in the past? Like, have you played other consoles, first of all? Okay, what the heck? We're not doing so hot. And somehow I managed to get myself with the banana peels. Okay, well this is not a bad spot, because we can have fun just ramming through the cars. Okay, can we get this guy? Sort of. Okay, well, we're in second place. That's not bad. The gap between first place and second place is pretty big, though. Robert says, see you next time. Keep up the great work. All right, well, thanks for stopping by, Robert. And, yeah, I wish you luck with your Switch 2 purchasing. Because I guess that is another consideration, technically. Just hoping you can get a pre-order for dear life if you're hoping to get it soon, at least. Oh no, oh no, oh god, oh god. We're not doing so hot. And we got robbed of the question mark blocks, unfortunately. Alrighty. Let's just hope for the best then. Oh, come on. It's so chaotic. Ah, 9th place. That's not a great way to finish, to be honest. It's weird. Usually I feel like we do better at Mario Kart, but I don't know. Maybe like all the good players are actually back for once, now that they've announced Mario Kart World. It's pretty cool. I think we all... I don't know, we thought they were just gonna number it, but it's kind of cool that they're back to subtitles. Because, you know, Mario Kart 7 and 8, they kind of represent like that stale era of Nintendo in a sense, you know? Okay, a lot of people going for the F-Zero track. That actually makes a lot of sense. We're also getting F-Zero GX on launch day on the Nintendo Switch 2, which is pretty exciting. I might actually play an F-Zero game for a change. Having Zelda Wind Waker on day one as well is pretty cool, although it's not the HD version, so a bit unfortunate. You know, for people like me who actually have a Wii U, like arguably you should actually just go back to boot up your Wii U and play Wind Waker HD. But hey, I mean, it's cool, we'll have it on the go, and we're not really paying much for it, so it's a good excuse to play some Wind Waker. I'll probably play it because, I mean, I love Wind Waker, and just have an excuse to boot it up a bit carefree on the go. That'll be great, because Wind Waker is just so fluid. That's like what I just always remember about Wind Waker's like standout feature is the movement and the combat is so fluid, like more so than any Zelda game that even came after it, in my opinion. It definitely beats Twilight Princess, but you could argue it even beats like Skyward Sword and even Breath of the Wild, debatably, for how fluid the movement and the animations and the expressiveness are. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we got a coin. That's unfortunate. There we go. We made him fall. Didn't really do much, but okay, and we managed to avoid the fireballs. That's always good. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna have to hold on to this shell if we don't want to die. Uh-oh. Whoa. Whoa. I'm just trying to stay in first, please. See, we're actually doing okay this time, sort of. Okay, nice little addition. That, of course, wasn't in... Well, I was gonna say it wasn't in the 3DS one. That's for sure, but I think this track is actually from the Wii, so it might have been there in the Wii version. I don't know if I'm just making that up, that it was there on the Wii. It probably is a Wii track. Okay, for once, I'm the one with a comfortable lead, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. Well, it's not like anyone's on my back. Yeah, we've actually got a comfortable lead while playing online for a change. So that's interesting. That certainly is interesting. Oh, we got the banana, like, at the split second we needed it. That's amazing. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. No. No, it's going for me. Because I was in first at the time. Oh, my God. Everything's ruined at the last second. And we got no items somehow. I don't even know how. Oh my God. No, it was going well for me for so long. What happened? Okay, well that's useful. I appreciate that we were just invincible when the lightning hit. We were also able to take down a few people. But yeah, other than that, not too much. We ended up 5th even though we had such a nice lead for the longest time, so that's a bit unfortunate. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling Yoshi's Circuit, you know? Feels like a good one to have. But yeah, what else did we learn this week? I'm just trying to refresh my memory on all the stuff, you know? Just kind of looking at it. Oh yeah, Kirby Air Riders. When I was listing all the stuff Nintendo announced, I even forgot to announce that. See, they announced even more. The Duskbloods, of course, being the new FromSoft game and exclusive to Switch 2. Pretty crazy. And that's without mentioning, like, all the sort of crazy exclusives, I guess. Well, not exclusives, what am I saying? But all the cool, like, third-party stuff, like getting Cyberpunk 2077, or, like, Final Fantasy VII. You know, Hades 2, of course, kind of a given, but a lot of cool, I guess, third-party games that obviously would have never been possible on the Switch 1. Okay, what am I doing here? I don't know what we're doing here. Okay. 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 Oh, yeah, let's get that banana peel ready. And let's get the double items. We don't have a lot of coins, unfortunately. Okay, of course this is the best thing to get while in first place, even though I suck at using it. Okay, don't turn. Okay, that was close. That was close, but we saw the green shell coming. It's still here somehow. Okay, okay, okay. No big deal. Oh my God, what am I doing? Oh, did I do something? Did I do good? Nope, I don't think so. I think I ruined everything. After being in first for so long. Just ruined everything. No. Okay, okay, okay. Time to get rid of everybody here, please. No. That's not how it's supposed to go down. I don't know why I ran into that. That was just me being stupid, let's be real. Oh, that was close. Oh yeah, there's a shortcut here, which I never really knew about. Unfortunately, we got red shelled. Oh my god, we're gonna end up in like 9th place? Really? Oh, blue shell. Blue shell. Well, that wasn't useful. It got Yoshi after he crossed the finish line. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate indeed. All right. Yeah, what else? Let me look back at the well, one thing that was interesting, we didn't really talk about game chat yet. That's pretty cool to see game chat, I suppose. Will I ever use it? I don't know. Certainly not with the camera, I believe. Let's see. Let's just go for Super Bell Subway, I think. Everyone's going with Excitebike Arena. I don't know if it's the best course, to be honest, but it is satisfying to play, I suppose. But yeah, like game chat, it's pretty interesting. I mean, people have been asking for, of course, having, you know, some sort of voice chat for ages. So nice that we have it. It's kind of cool that you can share your screen. Like, it's nice that they didn't just like add voice chat. They kind of turned it into trying to make it a selling feature, even though, like, okay, all the other consoles pretty much have it. They don't really talk about it or brag about it anymore. Because realistically, Nintendo has just caught up to, like, Xbox Live Gold from 2005. Well, plus the screen share, of course. But that being said, they've got some exciting stuff with that, which could be cool. They've even got some camera games and Mario Party. I don't know how into that I'll be. But if you were not aware, one cool thing that was actually said on their website, and I don't think really mentioned at many places, is you don't need to have the Nintendo Switch camera itself. It seemingly is compatible with other webcams that you might have on hand. It says there's going to be like a test feature in the system settings, so not necessarily every webcam will work, but you can test a webcam that you have, and it might just work, which is cool. And if it doesn't, we've already seen like some third-party ones, like I think Hori is making, they're making a piranha plant shaped webcam, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, so surprisingly we are in first for once, and we managed to mess everything up here. Somehow we're still in first, even after that huge fumble on my part. Oh my god. Here we go. I don't know why I'm carrying a Babam at the back. That was kind of a mistake on my part. Oh, did the Babam get stolen? Even I didn't know. I didn't know the Boo could do that, honestly. Like, steal the Babam while it's literally at the back of your cart. That's interesting. So you can't protect yourself against the Boo just like that. Oh my god. That might have saved me, actually. I don't know. Might be better off for me, to be honest. And I keep on missing the jumps today. Hooray, look at that. We actually won a race for once today. That is nice. Usually I'm better at this, but today has been a bit random. We've got Split Fiction, Street Fighter 6 as well, coming to the Switch 2. All some really exciting additions. Man, I'm just trying to... Okay, there we go. The Nintendo website does not play nicely if you're just looking at it on a small window for whatever reason. I'm curious for like games like Hogwarts Legacy coming to Switch 2. let's do Mute City, actually. You know, games like Hogwarts Legacy, they're already on Switch 1. They're probably not the greatest way to play the game, for sure. But will we have to buy it again? And that's sort of unclear. That's gonna sort of set a precedent. Will there be a Switch 2 edition upgrade for these third-party games? We're gonna have to see. I don't know. I guess these are some of the few unanswered questions we have left. It feels like most of the questions we have were answered for the most part, but not that. Not that one. Okay. So unfortunately, not doing super hot on the turbo. I don't even know what happened with the red shell, but I'm thankful that it didn't hit me. What the heck? Where did Yoshi go? Oh, there's a secret passage, I guess. I didn't even really realize that. Well, hey, we got double items for getting hit right where the box is at. Okay, okay. We were actually in the blast radius. I was hoping to hit Waluigi there, but unfortunately that's not what happened, apparently. Okay. Nice. Well, we're still in 5th, so I should not rejoice too much. Apparently the shortcut must be faster, because people keep on going for it. No, come on. That's unfortunate. I didn't want my item to be stolen. Okay, I guess that's it for me and the item. Alright, lap 3 is going a different way, apparently. Oh boy. Okay, okay, okay. I'm assuming Waluigi's gonna keep the shell in a defensive position. And I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't know if... nah, I wasn't close enough. I should have kept it for the red shell instead. Okay, okay. If only I hadn't wasted the red shell protection I have. This would have gone much better for me. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Little speed boost at the end helped us a little bit, but still pretty rough, not gonna lie. We really didn't do that great. But overall, not bad. Let's see. None of these are particularly appealing. I'm actually gonna pick random. Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, what else did we learn about the Switch 2 this week? I'm just trying to think what we haven't talked about yet. Because there's a lot to get over, you know? We tried to cover it, like Mathizen and me, in the 1 hour after the Direct in our in-depth analysis, but there's quite a lot. There's a lot to cover. And we didn't really know all the facts at that point, like we didn't really know the price. I think price information was just starting to roll in when we finished, I guess, that analysis. Okay, what is this track? I don't even know. I do not know. Okay, this is the Sydney track. Fair enough. And we are doing not too bad so far. I gotta get some coins, you know? So are all these jumps for when it inevitably, like, flips around in the next segment? I assume so. Well, we've got a banana peel. That's always one of the best things to have. Okay, I did not know. I was not ready for that jump at all. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, God, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. I'm surprised we have the lead in an online match, and it's not being contested at all right now. Alright, now we get the other side of the bridge. Okay, nice boosts and everything. It's kind of cool though. Mario Kart World's got a knockout mode, sort of battle royale. 24 players down to 1. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like, I think the Coupathlon does kind of the same thing, right, in Mario Party Jamboree. Okay, that was unfortunately not quite far enough. Okay. You know it's bad when the first place people try to throw some red shells backwards. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I might have messed this up. I kinda did. A little bit. Okay, well, we are in the 3rd lap. So, yeah, I'm desperate to toss that red shell out there. Even though it won't do me much good. Well, I don't think it'll do me much good, at least. Oh, we got the perfect red shell. Oh, he already had a defensive item. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, there we go. At least we crossed the finish line. Alrighty. Well, that ain't too bad. It ain't too bad indeed. How are we doing for points? I mean, we're racking up those points. It's not bad. I mean, he almost fell for the banana that I tossed literally the round before. And we still haven't done Electrodrome, so of course we gotta do that. Luckily, most people are agreeing with me right here in the vote. Let's see. Yeah, I just have like the Nintendo Switch announcements sort of website open. Of course, we got Elden Ring, a pretty big deal, although we don't really know when that's coming out. A James Bond project was announced too, which is pretty cool. Yakuza 0, haven't really played Yakuza. We've got Hitman World of Assassination coming out as well as Star Wars Outlaws. Demon Ex Machina, we got a new one, even though that's a pretty niche series, pretty cool to see. A lot of cool stuff, like the amount of games they've announced already for Switch 2 is probably, like, in just terms of quantity, higher than for Switch 1 by quite a bit. And even then, like, it feels like the third parties are holding back, because I have no doubt there's probably tons more games. So if, like Matt was saying, if we actually get like a June Direct, which could happen maybe like a few weeks after the Switch 2 is out, I would not be surprised to see an equally impressive amount of announcements right there in June. And that would be pretty awesome, not gonna lie. Alright. I don't know which of these tracks I prefer. Do I prefer the pink one or the green one? I genuinely don't know if it even matters that much. Probably doesn't. Maybe there's an objectively better track here. I don't know. Hard to say. Alright, we've got 9 coins. That should kind of help out. And we've got a pretty strong lead. So Granny Boy, who was playing with us earlier, quite the Mario Kart pro. Surely his ranking was much higher, because when I play online, I usually do pretty good. Okay. But I'm probably being matchmaked with people of a fairly equal skill level, which is nice. Alright. And maybe not even equal, because, you know, I don't have a lot of play hours in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because I picked it up only like a year or two ago. But that's because I have a lot of playtime in Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. Much more than on Deluxe, to be honest, still to this day. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. That's not good. But oh my god, we have such a lead. Look how far back Waluigi is. That's crazy. Yeah, I missed the coin though, that's kind of unfortunate. Although we do have 9 coins. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna keep this as a defensive item, I think. It's like the next best thing. I guess we're not doing that anymore. A lot of boos. I don't see a lot of boos usually. Feels kind of unusual to see this many. Oh my god. Oh, somehow I dodged that. Not even sure how. I guess I was still in the invincibility frames of getting hit by lightning. That was lucky. I mean, we had a pretty decent lead. It's pretty much, yeah, there's a pretty big gap between me and Waluigi, and then it's kind of like a pack, and then there was like 10th place. 10th place being there. Did we only have like 10 players? Not even like 12 players this time around? How does that even work? I don't know. Alright, well we still haven't gotten Mute City, so let's do that. Let's try that one out. Gotta get some F-Zero flair in here. It's kind of interesting though, like if you look at Mario Kart World, I think unless we learn more later, you know, I think they don't have like the Inklings or any sort of character from like other franchises. It seems like they're taking this opportunity to also go back to the root of Mario Kart, which is, you know, just pure Mario characters. Whereas this game was really starting to, you know, have a lot of crossovers. We had like Animal Crossing, Zelda tracks, Zelda characters. Of course, here we've got F-Zero. I don't know if they were all from the DLC, from like the original Mario Kart 8 DLC, I mean. But, I mean, most of them are, but they were starting to cross over. And, you know, now it's kind of like they are bringing it back to the core. Maybe realizing that people were starting to think of Mario Kart as a Smash Bros. Type of situation with the crossovers, and maybe they realized that was bad, because it's hard to live up to all those expectations. Okay. Okie dokie. It's Donkey Kong and Neo Bowser City. Speaking of Donkey Kong, I don't think we really talked about Donkey Kong Bananza yet. Of course, it's looking sweet. Let's put it that way. It's looking pretty good, and I mean the tech aspect of it, of the whole world being destructible, is pretty cool. That being said, I don't know. Seems a bit basic for now. We'll have to see how it actually stacks up. Okay. Well, we just got a bunch of items out of that at the very least. And somehow we're still in the lead. Because we've got a comfortable lead on everybody. Somehow. Not sure how. But we just kind of do. Oh, I missed that, unfortunately. Not that it really matters. Okay, last lap. Let's pray that our luck just is maintained, I suppose. Oh my god. Yeah, it's really hard to drift when you're tiny. It's not impossible, but it is pretty tough. One thing I like about Mario Kart World, though, is it seems like, you know, when you get hit with an item in pretty much any Mario Kart up until now, you kind of just spin out very artificially. And in Mario Kart World, it's like a very natural sort of tumble. You don't even stop fully, which is, I guess, kind of nice for the rhythm. It just kind of slows you down as you tumble forward, and I think that's really cool. Alright. Well, we didn't have as comfortable of a lead, but we were lucky we got no blue shells, so we were able to protect ourselves from pretty much all those red shells coming to us. Pretty sweet indeed. But like, now that we've seen Mario Kart World, I'm pretty confident it's a good launch title. Before we had seen it, and before we even knew it was open world, I was a bit skeptical of like, oh, is there gonna be like enough replay value, especially for those who are more into like single player games, to really push this through, because you gotta, like, that's pretty much the only game, practically, you're gonna be playing for like a solid month, at the very least, so... But I think it has a lot of stuff going for it. I'm a big Forza Horizon fan, so I mean, maybe the comparison is kind of weird to make, but this whole idea of like having free roam is definitely exciting, and at the Nintendo Treehouse they showed a bit of the free roam. They really didn't show a lot. It didn't look like much, but then again they were teasing that they were purposefully not showing stuff and that we would see a lot more stuff at the Mario Kart World Direct, which is on April 17th, I believe. So really, let's hope there's more to free roam. It would be cool if there's like objectives or something in free roam. Then it would pretty much be like Forza Horizon. By the way, like, that's one of them where we didn't get Forza Horizon announced, but I'm fully expecting Forza Horizon 5 to come to the Switch soon, as well as so many Microsoft games. So that's kind of just like an example of all the, you know, we got a lot of stuff, but I feel like people are holding back. Publishers are holding back. We'll have even more stuff, like, shortly after. Oh my god, I couldn't get my banana peel out in time. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Now I just gotta drive with the banana peel. For God knows how long. Okay. Hey, we've got Debo Pop in chat, saying, sorry, I'm trying to read while hitting red shells and all the chaos. One sec. Welcome to the stream, though. I'll read your message in a sec. Oh, that was nicely aimed. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I just realized there's a shortcut on the side of the map here, which I think my brain had pretty much completely forgotten existed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Taking a little shortcut, don't mind me. Okay, okay, okay. Oh my god. I didn't mean to go down there. Oh my god, this is the end of me. This is my downfall. We just went, oh my god, we just went from like, what? I don't know, somewhere in the top 4 to 12th, unfortunately. Alright, one lap. We've got one lap to turn this around. This better be a rocket. Yes, it is a rocket, and I didn't mean to fall underwater. I feel like this is gonna delay the whole process. Oh, this is how you get here. Okay. I don't even think I realized that. Oh, somehow we're back in third. We're back in third place. Oh, no. Actually, that's good. I thought I was in first for a second, so I was like, oh god, blue shell. But no. Okay. We've got a shot at this. No! No! Yes! Yes! Oh ho! Hey, look at that. Alright, oh, we've got 2 people in chat. Hello, hello! How are you folks doing? Hopefully you're having a great weekend. I don't know if you're as excited about the Switch 2 as I am, but we certainly got a lot of crazy announcements this week, including some a bit more disappointing maybe about the price, but it is what it is, I suppose. Although I really hope the game prices don't become standard like that, so we'll have to see. Let's do Piranha Plant Cove, mostly because I totally don't remember what it is. But anyways, Debo Pop says, the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming home with me. Heck yeah. I am in love with it. Did you, are you saying that because you actually got to play it at one of the hands-on event by chance? Or you're just saying that generally speaking? I really hope I get a pre-order. Here in Canada, they are proceeding as normal on April 9th. But from my understanding, Europe, it was just kind of like practically live after the Direct. Pre-orders were starting to go up. By the way, we've got Mamito84 in chat saying hi, saying, can I join in the friend lobby? Yes, I saw that too late for this round in the chat, unfortunately, but next, after this race, yes, we can totally do that. Bebo Pop says, I'm so excited. Oh, I am too, man. And yeah, okay, Mamito, I'm gonna create the code though, because it's easier whenever, if other people in the stream need to join, when I host it that way. And Debo Pop, if you want to join, feel free to join as well, but if you're here just to have fun talking about the Switch 2, then that is totally my jam as well, because that's what we're here to do. Literally so many crazy announcements, and I decided to cancel that because I think I was gonna explode, unfortunately. But yeah, that's on me for that one. Okay, let's get an item box if we can. I'm not used to really trying to do this crazy stuff. Oh my god. This is the end of the race for me. Somehow, oh, there's only 10 players. Okay. That explains a lot. Oh, I am so far behind. Oh, this went badly for me. After a couple of good races. I mean, how will we even manage? Okay, really? You're just giving me mushrooms? Could have been something better, considering I'm literally like miles away behind. Okay, I'm actually somehow not so far behind. That's a bit strange. That is definitely a bit strange. How we have caught up, I don't know. After that massive fumble I had, literally no idea. Okay, that's a bit rude. I don't appreciate that very much. Okay, hopefully this actually works. Yeah, we actually got Mimic. Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure no one gets a boost on me. And I managed to counter that red shell pretty good. Oh, we're almost in first. We're literally in first now. Okay. Yeah, this is the ultimate comeback from 12th place to first place just like that. In the span of like one lap or something. So that wasn't too bad. Also, I don't know, I guess the red shell got canceled out. Lucky for me, I guess. Okay, okay. This is back on. Oh no. Oh, that's the wrong place to be hit. Really not that great. Somehow, we not only went from 12th to 1st, but we have a good enough lead. Oh, that was really close. Good enough lead that the red shell did not end our career right there. Okay, is this the last lap? This is. No pressure. No pressure. But we can certainly do something good out of that. And what do we have here? Let's see. There we go. We did it! Donkey Kong for the win. I don't usually play as Donkey Kong, but I just thought it would be fitting to celebrate Donkey Kong Bananza, which is pretty much the sequel to Mario Odyssey, practically. As much as Yoshi's Island is the sequel to Super Mario World, at least. Alright, let me back out of here, so we're gonna launch a lobby. And, okay. Let's see, let's catch up on chat here. Okay. Yeah, the price of a Mario Kart World is ridiculous, but that does not deter from getting it. I mean, especially if you manage to get it, like, in the bundle, you'll only be paying, like, $50 instead of 80, at least American dollars. You know, like, I agree it doesn't, like, deter me from getting it. I really just hope it's not, like, a sign of, most games being $80, like, this generation. And, you know, if it's a one-off, that might be okay, but then again, there's, like, some of those greedy, like, AAA publishers out there might be inspired. So, in that sense, I really wish Nintendo did not do that. Mostly for, like, inspiring others, because as I said, you know, if it's a one-off, I would be fine, but I'm just very scared that, like, in practice, that's probably not what's gonna happen long-term. And that's a bit concerning, let's be real. Alright, Mamito. So we are here, we've got... Oh, I should show the room code. But here's the room code, and I'm actually gonna place that in the chat. Okay, let me type that in. If, hopefully I typed that correctly. I'm gonna try to pin that. Let's replace our pinned message. Asking you what was your favorite announcement, but that's still a very valid message. What was your favorite announcement? But yeah, Debopop, definitely. The price, yeah. But as I said, let's hope it doesn't become like standard. That would be the hope, I suppose. And yeah, Debopop says, I gotta get one. Yeah, pray for the pre-orders to come through. I'm not mega hopeful of getting one. I'm a bit scared, but I will do everything in my power to get one. What's sort of debatable is whether you have like more odds of getting a pre-order online or like go into some local store or something. That's not entirely clear. Is Mamito still here? Because I mostly made this room for them. Unless you want to join too, Debopop. Let's see. I don't know, I'm just gonna wait for a little bit. But it looks like Mamito might be gone, so we might just go back to playing some regular world matches. Some worldwide, not Mario Kart World, not to be confused with the absolutely amazing Mario Kart that's coming up in literally just 2 months. Actually, to the day today, we're officially 2 months away, exactly, from Nintendo Switch 2. Hoping that the people in the US manage to get one, because, I mean, that's wild, right? Not only is there already a bit of outrage for the prices and stuff, but for Nintendo to announce a console and its release date, and literally like 2 days later, it'd be like, hey, so yeah, we're postponing the pre-orders because of the tariffs. That's pretty unprecedented. And a bit crazy, so I hope that my US friends will be able to get Switch 2s, as they had hoped. The worst case outcome would be like straight up the release day getting pushed back in the US or something. That would be really rough. I speculate that probably they'll just kind of wait it out and hope for the best. And if they run out of time waiting, they may bump the price for the US and potentially, like, I don't know, or maybe they'll just swallow the cost. That would be kind of like the nice thing to do, I suppose. In like hoping that, you know, it'll only last a couple months and they might lose money on those Switches. And like after, you know, they'll still make money back on the games for everyone who buys digital, so I guess we'll have to see about that. So I think Momito's not here. Not here anymore, unfortunately. So we're gonna go back to Worldwide. But yeah, Debopop, what do you think is like your #1 announcement that you're excited for, that we've seen in the past week, essentially? Should I switch characters? I think we're gonna stick to Donkey Kong, to be honest. We're gonna see how that goes. So we were in a pretty good lobby where I was doing not too bad. We'll have to see this time around if I can still win in this lobby pretty consistently or not. I guess that room code is already sort of invalid. Let's see. Oh, interestingly, my original chat message just doesn't exist anymore because I posted it before the stream started. Oh well, I guess we'll just keep it with the room code pinned and stuff like that. Okay, Dolphin Shoals, not looking too popular right now. A lot of people are hesitating for whatever reason on picking their course. I don't know why. Do we even have like 12? I think we have... Yeah, we just have 10 people in this lobby for whatever reason. Again. Not quite sure why. Alright. Well, Dolphin Shoals is looking less likely by the second. Alright, hey, we actually do get Dolphin Shoals at 150cc. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, I mean, okay. Whoa, this guy has 21,000 points. Clearly playing a lot of Mario Kart. Is Pink Gold Peach an unlockable? I don't even know. But there's a big Yoshi crowd. Alright. Okay, gotta get all the speed boosts, very important. And then gotta get all the speed boosts on the eel as well. Alright, okay, we are doing alright. Okay, that was a waste. That was an unfortunate waste. Oh my god. Okay, well, he's got a red shell. I don't want to pass by Mike. Seems a bit dangerous. Oh, Mike got hit by the sideways green shell. So that's awesome. He won't be there to red shell anybody anymore. Plus I've got a banana. Oh my god, no! How could this happen? This has never happened before. Unfortunate timing for getting hit. Okay. 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 Careful. Careful with that star. Oh my god, there's a blue shell. Okay, saved by the mushroom, otherwise would have gone down to a crawl. And Mike still has a red shell. And now he's got a green shell. And I messed up stuff again. What a surprise. Oh my god. Okay, there's too much stuff going on. People with stars. This ain't going... Oh my god, this ain't going good for me at all. I'm unlucky when it comes to the warp pipes today. Okay, we're on lap 3. No pressure. No pressure. But, yeah, we're not doing so hot. Okay, okay, okay. Oh my god, I beat Mike. Mike must be really mad right now. Mike was like my nemesis during this race. Oh, fair enough. He's the one with 21,000 points. And we managed to beat him. Take that. Not too bad. Okay, well, hey, it's been a long time since we've played Wario's Stadium on the DS. May as well celebrate that after last week playing Mario Kart 8. I keep on saying Mario Kart 8 as default. Yeah, Mario Kart 8 DS, no. You've got your pick between Mario Kart 8 DX and Mario Kart DS. But yeah, no, we were playing Mario Kart DS last week. A bit of a nice retro throwback, playing the Mario Kart game I grew up with. And yeah, I mean, it's still fun as heck. And as I said, I mean, it had a lot of stuff going for it at the time. It still arguably does. Like, I would argue that Mario Kart DS is better than the base, like, Wii U version of Mario Kart 8. Obviously, I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe will have to take the win against Mario Kart DS, but, I mean, it's not too bad. Definitely better than Mario Kart 7. That is for sure. Maybe not like in the controls department, but certainly in terms of content. I'm sorry, Kamek. Nothing personal. I was just kind of aiming for the pack. Oh no. Oh no. Take that, Goomba. Even though it's like a me character. Okay, what is this course? Is this London Loop? I think it is. Oh, it definitely is. Whoa, man. Whoa, man! That was a skilled boomerang toss. Oh, we're going that way. We're going that way. I mean, that worked out pretty good. We're still only in 5th, though. It feels like we're doing good, but hey, there's a whole other pack of people. And there's good separation between the two packs in this race, to be honest. Okay, that was a nice banana peel placement. Right in front of the double item box. Okay, well, we've got some fireballs coming at us. We've also got some people with stars and bullet bills. And yep, I should have been looking behind. But I like to blindly trust that everything will be fine. This time it totally wasn't, though. It totally wasn't. Okay. This is just getting really hectic. You think we can get somebody? Oh, we actually did. Somehow. That was close. Oh, and I've got a bullet bill too. I mean, we're in 10th, so it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. And we just crushed everybody. Okay, we've got a star now. Stacking the star. Oh my god. Well, we didn't manage to beat Kamek, but we did alright. We did just about a-okay, I suppose. Not too bad. Not too bad. But the question is, will we be able to pre-order Switch 2? That's genuinely the scary bit. I'm so scared. I'm also so happy. I'm just like spouting random thoughts about the Switch 2 now, but I'm also like happy that the Pro Controller finally has like an audio jack. That was like the one thing I really missed about the Switch that other consoles have. I'm sure that, you know, it depends on people's situation if they care about it or not. Let's go for Royal Raceway, by the way. But I mean, yeah, it didn't have an audio jack. Kind of a bummer, especially if you're like in the living room and you can't put the sound on your TV. And yeah, you would need, like for YouTube, I've literally got like an audio extractor box, which straight up like takes the sound from the HDMI cable, just so I can listen to my Switch without having like the speakers on while recording. So I pretty much have to play my Switch at my computer desk. But I guess now that we have the audio jack in the controller, it's much easier, especially for living rooms, as I said. So that's pretty cool. Not to mention the back buttons on the grips, which you can map to any button. Feels very un-Nintendo-like, but it's actually happening, and that's really cool. But yeah, I don't know. Anyone in chat have like a favorite game announcement that they, just from the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct? Will you be picking up the console, more importantly? Okay. Well, I don't even know what track we're doing here. Obviously one of the city tracks from Tour. But I don't know which one this is. I still can't tell. Is this like a Shanghai track? I think it might be. Oh man, oh man. I've probably played this track like literally one time. So I literally have no idea how it works. Okay, I guess he had something behind his cart that I just completely fell for immediately. Where did my banana peel go? Oh, that's where it went. I just knocked myself out with my very own banana peel. That's never too good. Chain Chomp hat, that's pretty cool. 2 people are playing with me hats. Okay, it's pretty hectic right now. Okay, triple green shells. That's unfortunate placement for them. Alright. Oh, I almost landed too low there. Okay, well, oh, come on, really? I got surpassed at, oh my god, at the very wrong moment. Okay, well, let's let the blue shell pass through. I'm not gonna complain about that one. I am gonna complain about getting hit like that. It's crazy how quickly you can end up in last place. And unfortunately, on the last lap in this case. Okay. I'm not even gonna wait, because I'm assuming we're fairly close to the finish line. Okay, unfortunate. Again, a lot of items happening. It really isn't going so hot for us. Oh, come on, really? I had to turn into it, apparently. Well, we got a bullet bill in 6th place. That ain't too bad, but it's not really gonna catch up to anybody in time, unfortunately. I mean, I suppose 5th place isn't too bad. Oh, Mike's still here with the 21,000 points. I don't know why he's here, but he is. He feels like he's in the wrong matchmaking group by quite a lot. But what can I say? I guess no one with 21,000 points is playing today. Let's do Choco Mountain. Why not? I love myself a bit of Choco Mountain. The other, like, 3DS track ain't too bad either. But overall, that's pretty good. Okay, literally no one voted for the 3DS track, which I find pretty hilarious. I always found it kind of unmemorable, but like arguably it's actually more fun to play than Choco Mountain. And what do we get? It's just like stalled. Okay, we get London again. Ah, that's unfortunate. We played London pretty recently. Oh well, it ain't too bad. Alrighty. Okay, can we do anything decent this time around? That's the question. We've got a nice speed boost. We're being pretty lucky with all these speed boosts. Oh, there's a shortcut on the side there. Oh, I should have saved the mushroom for here. Oh no, I'm in the grass. Somehow I'm in 10th place. It doesn't feel like that should be the case. Okay, I'm just trying to save the red shell for a better opportunity. And this seems like a good one. Sort of. If you can say that. I can't believe I didn't hit like Daisy with the banana peel. Okay, okay, no pressure. It's not going so hot. I guess we should just use it. I don't know what I'm waiting for. It can't even get us a lead. Everyone has, like, mushrooms here, which is pretty hilarious. Oh my god, what am I doing? That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. And we didn't even get the double items. What am I doing? Oh, what am I doing again? Oh, what am I doing? Seriously, I'm being so stupid. Apparently I don't know where to go in this map. Must be like muscle memory, even though the laps are changing every turn. We're gonna end very, very poorly. Well, actually, that was a perfect time to get a star and a mushroom. That was insane. That's like the... Oh my god, no, no. Should have kept the shell. That was like the comeback of the century, and followed by... Oh my god. Oh my... It does not stop. It does not stop. Well, at least we're not last. Last time we went from 12th to 1st. This time we went from 2nd to 11th. Just like that. Donkey Kong is pretty upset about that, unfortunately. Oh man. Oh well. Okay, okay, well we gotta go for Rainbow Road here. We absolutely gotta go for Rainbow Road. I mean, we played it at the start, I think. We played SNES Rainbow Road at the start of the stream, but I don't think we've got a Rainbow Road since. And apparently Rainbow Roads are not going to be very accessible in Mario Kart World. I'm sure they will be there. We don't know when. I don't know how meaty the game is going to be. But we're just 2 months away, and it's pretty crazy. Assuming we can get a Switch 2, otherwise it might be an even longer time until we actually play Mario Kart World. Okay, no one voted for Rainbow Road, so I really hope... Ah, come on, we were so close. Can't believe nobody wants 3DS Rainbow Road. So sad. How could they? Alright. Let's try to get the best boost. And I'm not an expert at the boost, because usually I have historically done a strategy where I boost twice with a little, like letting go of the button in between. Turns out you probably shouldn't do that. It's probably not that good. I thought it was like just sort of a, you know, a safe way to do it with a little bit of a speed reduction, but I think the speed reduction is more significant than I realize. Okay, what the heck did I do there? Honestly, it's been so long since I've gotten like a boo power-up that I genuinely kind of forgot that it also makes you invisible. Okay, okay. I'm just trying to sandbag the bullet bill. Should have maybe used the star later. Well, I don't think there's any portions that really make the best use of it anytime soon. We're in third place, not too bad. Yeah, there's more shortcuts than I remember on this track. Pretty much everywhere on the side. Oh, you've got a star? Oh, man. Oh, man, what am I doing? What am I doing? Playing terribly, that's what I'm doing. Oh, God, oh, God. Kinda saved by the lightning, not gonna lie. Doesn't mean I'm gonna end any better. Oh my god, oh my god! I thought we were gonna get the paraglider. Which would have probably solved my problems here. That's why I was jumping at a weird angle. Okay, 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 okay. Well, it doesn't do a difference. We still finished 9th. Oh man. Donkey Kong is mad. But still not quite as expressive as the new one. Alrighty, okay. Well guys, I think we're gonna end it here for today. Possibly one of the last times we're actually playing some Mario Kart 8. Because we're quite literally 2 months away from actually getting. Can you believe it? The first new Mario Kart in a solid, what, like 11 years if you count the start of Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U? That's pretty crazy. And yeah, it's crazy to think we're so close to it. So I'm very excited, you know. Switch 2, a lot of cool stuff going out for it. A lot of cool games on day one. I think the Direct was pretty epic. If I had to summarize my thoughts, yeah, the announcements, the console, everything is pretty amazing. When I got out of the Direct, as I said, my initial impression was pretty much, wow, this is amazing, but at the same time, it feels like Nintendo kind of didn't pack all their punches. When the Switch 1 came out, they really had to prove themselves compared to the Wii U, so they even announced games that were like 2 years away and kind of almost outlined all their roadmap of games in development practically. And you know, you got out of that Switch 1 Direct and it was like, yes, okay, I know what's happening, all the cool new franchises that we love are getting games. In the case of the Switch 2, they really didn't do that. They still actually announced, in hindsight, practically the same amount of games, but some of them are less memorable, or, you know, maybe less impact. But realistically, the important bit here, like Mathizen was saying in our discussion, which you can see on the channel, is that they're probably just keeping their cards close to the chest. Most of what they announced is actually releasing pretty soon, or later this year, but they might have a Direct in June where they show even more. Of course, maybe stuff coming down further down the line, but no doubt there will be a lot of exciting Switch 2 stuff coming soon. And so we're really just scratching the surface, and it's already looking pretty good. Whether the lineup is as good as what we had back in the Switch 1 launch era, that's kind of uncertain, but There's definitely a lot more third-party support, which is what I'm the most excited about, as I said many times. The fact that Nintendo Switch 2 could be getting practically every game that all the other systems are getting is probably the most exciting thing, because it really hasn't been the case like that for Nintendo practically ever since the N64, where it feels like a lot of stuff was going to PlayStation instead, and having potentially everything you'd ever want to play on one system is quite the step, one we have, as I said, probably not seen in a solid like 20 years. By the way, we have Michael in chat saying hello. How are you doing, Michael? Are you as excited for the Switch 2 as I am? Are you picking it up? Any cool announcements you were excited for in particular? But yeah, I mean, I'm just really looking forward to the launch overall. Michael says, I'm excited. Heck yeah. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff, you know? And that's going to be very exciting, I think. The third-party stuff looks very promising. The system looks kind of like, you know, it'll be able to get probably most, if not all, of the modern games that we're getting now, which is a nice little change of pace. Michael says, I want to pick up Mario Kart World, and for Kirby, I love Kirby. Heck yeah. I'm glad I'm hearing you talk about Kirby as well. I feel like we're forgetting about it, even myself. But funny enough, a few days before the Direct, I was getting that itch to go back to playing Kirby's Forgotten Land. And especially I was thinking, man, it would be cool if Kirby's Forgotten Land gets a Switch 2 upgrade, because I don't know, like stuff like Breath of the Wild getting in 4K is pretty cool, but I just don't have, like, I'm kind of burnt out, you know? I've played my fill of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and I don't really have motivation to go back, and I was kind of just thinking, like, Kirby, yes, Forgotten Land. I actually haven't beaten the post-game of Forgotten Land, which is arguably, apparently, one of the best parts of it. So, just, like, coincidentally seeing, oh, look, Forgotten Land getting a Switch 2 upgrade. That's exactly what I was dreaming of just on a random whim a few days ago, so that's just perfect. I'll be really excited to, even though it's like the same game, I'm just really excited to get an excuse to play Kirby again and finish that post game. And not only that, but like if you watched the Nintendo Treehouse presentation on Kirby and the Forgotten Land, it seemed like they were picking the new levels from, you know, the expansion they're making from the world map. So my understanding so far is that every single level in Kirby has been remixed. So they're all the same levels. They're not, like, none of them are, like, explicitly new levels, but every single level would have a remix level, which is pretty cool. That's a substantial amount of content to replay through if that's the case. So yeah, that is very exciting. Looking forward to Kirby Air Riders. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. It's an odd one. I'm happy Sakurai's doing it. Obviously, I'm not mad that it's happening. I don't know if it's like a system seller though, but maybe that's like the general slight concern I have with the Direct. Is they announced a lot of stuff, but only Mario Kart and Donkey Kong are sort of like system sellers, and even then you could argue like you'd have to be a hardcore fan to care about Donkey Kong. I mean, like the average folk who's not into Nintendo already probably doesn't care about Donkey Kong that much. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how the launch goes, especially with some of the price controversy that some people have been you know, very mad about. Depends who you are, how much you care about it, but for me it's not so much the console price as it is the potential precedent of Mario Kart's price, and hopefully that doesn't like leak over to a bunch of other games. We'll have to see. But yeah, Michael says, so like Forgotten Land endgame, yes, after the main game. I started playing it on stream once, but I didn't beat all of them, and apparently, like, in terms of lore, I hear the post-game is essentially arguably the best part in that sense, so we'll have to see about that. I'm just hoping I can get a pre-order next week, I don't know where you're from, Michael. I don't know if the pre-orders are live. Like, we know in America they seem to be postponed, which is a bit concerning because of the tariffs. And in Europe it seems like they're already up, or already sold out, I should say, but they I think they went up on the same day practically. But yeah, Michael says, I'm just waiting for my game to download so I can play. The struggles with having to archive and re-download games because lack of space. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And I mean, I guess the Switch 2 might solve some of those issues. And like, yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, yeah, we'll have to get an SD card, an SD Express card on the Switch 2. You should get an SD card for your Switch, I guess. Maybe you just have a lot too many games there, Michael. I don't know. Are you saying you're re-downloading Mario Kart? Because we were actually probably pretty close to ending the stream, Michael. If you are re-downloading it and it's almost done and you were wanting to play, I guess we could play a round or two. if it's close to downloading. If it's not, I don't know, hopefully you were planning to play Mario Kart more than just on this stream, because otherwise I don't know how many games you had to delete for that. I don't know, there's a weird curse where every time I'm about to end the stream, a lot of people flood in. It literally seems to happen all the time. Is your game close to downloading? I'm cool with playing a few rounds, if it is. If it's not, then I mean it's done. Okay, I'm cool then. Maybe like we won't play a lot of rounds. Maybe like 2-3 races. That's all I can really afford, I think. I don't. It's so funny. It always happens. It's like an influx of people, specifically when you're about to end. Let's do room codes if you're ready for it. And the room code is gonna be right here. Will you be picking up Donkey Kong, Michael? Oh, I should probably show the room code. That would definitely help. Let's see. Let's paste it in chat for good measure. We've got 0KR K8. Okay. Switch Online is over. Never mind then. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes things simple for me in a sense. I think they actually announced that they've got a 7-day trial coming up, like possibly this week with all the hype for the Switch 2. And like same for me, like I've never actually gotten the expansion pass for Nintendo Switch Online, but for those GameCube games coming out day one on Switch 2, I definitely think I will. I guess I can just play some Grand Prix. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, did you get a pre-order yet, Michael? Or are you like in a region where the pre-orders are not up yet? Wish Online was free. Well, I mean, if you were an early adopter of Switch 1, it was free for the first like year and a half. No pre-orders yet? I'm assuming you're just in a region where they don't have it yet. I'm gonna wait until Christmas. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they'll have good stock by Christmas time. You know, I'm expecting it to be very tough to get on launch day. I'm gonna try my luck. It'll actually be the first ever console where I try to get on launch day, because I guess I was too young before. Didn't really have enough income to afford getting a console on launch day or whatever. But you know, I think I don't even know if there's enough games to like objectively be worth getting on launch day, but like I've been sold on the idea of getting the next Nintendo console on launch day for years, just for the fun of the experience. You know, I kind of regretted or was sad that I couldn't live through all the hype of the Switch 1 launch when it first launched, because I didn't have the money for it. I had to choose between getting Breath of the Wild on Wii U on launch day or getting a Switch without any games on launch day, and because I'm a huge Zelda fan, I decided, well, I want to play Breath of the Wild, so I'll get it on Wii U, and that's what I did, and then I was able to get the Switch 1 like 1 year later. But yeah, missed out on all the fun shenanigans of launch day of being like, ho ho, there's only 7 games to play, how exciting. Maybe that sounds weird to most people, but it is kind of a oddly satisfying experience to all sort of live it as a group, having a new system with barely any games to play. It was even worse, I guess, on the Switch 1 because it wasn't backwards compatible. You literally had like 7 games to play or something. This time around, you'll have all your back catalog, so maybe it's not as impressive. But surely everyone will be wanting to try out the hot, new, cool stuff rather than just playing your good old Switch 1 game, you know? Michael says, I'm gonna wait for the bundle as well. Yeah, well, actually, I think... I don't want to scare you or anything, but I think on the Nintendo website it says they're actually gonna stop production of the Mario Kart bundle during the fall of 2025, so technically before Christmas. I don't know if that'll actually hold true, and I'm a bit curious why that is. Is it because they're hoping to nickel and dime more people during Christmas where you have to rebuy Mario Kart? Or is that just a fun way of saying that there's actually going to be like a crazy system seller coming out for the holidays in November, and they're going to release like a bundle with a new game instead of Mario Kart? That seems like the most likely option, in my opinion. You might want to double check the Nintendo site, but I'm pretty sure I saw that they said that it was going to stop in the fall. I think it's in the how to buy the Nintendo Switch 2 page, because they've got like this waitlist system to buy it directly from Nintendo, and then in the fine print I think they say like, by the way, if you're too far in the waitlist and you wanted the Mario Kart bundle, it'll stop in fall 2025 or something like that. You might want to double check that, but I mean, I guess it's not a bad thing. The bundle is only like saving like $30 anyways, and if the implication here is that there's gonna be like an even more amazing system seller during the holidays, that certainly can't be too bad, right? I mean, I doubt they would stop producing the Mario Kart bundle just for fun, so I assume it's because it's gonna be replaced by something even more amazing, like I said, or at least something newer for the holidays. We'll have to see. Like I said, I think Nintendo still has their holiday game up their sleeve, other than Pokemon and Metroid and all that stuff. We still don't know when Metroid's releasing, which is probably the most surprising thing of all in all of that, to be honest. But, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Other than that, I'm just really looking forward to the Switch 2. There's a bunch of great, amazing stuff coming out. But with that, I think we're gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for dropping by, Michael. Always unfortunate dropping by at the end, but what can we do? I should probably actually go do something with my day, you know? But yeah, thank you so much for being here, Michael. Maybe I'll see you around in the future, because we're gonna be playing Mario Kart pretty much at the same time in future weeks. We do pretty much weekly Nintendo Switch community live streams right here on the channel. I've also got my in-depth discussion with fellow YouTuber Mathizen on the channel, where we reacted to the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and that was followed by a 1-hour in-depth discussion of all the cool stuff that was announced and our thoughts on all that. So if that seems like something that interests you, check out on the live stream page of the channel for that big Nintendo Switch 2 announcement direct discussion. You'll see it there, and we've got a bunch more cool stuff. As I said, weekly Nintendo live streams. We'll hopefully be streaming the Switch 2 on day one if I can secure a pre-order, that is. And it's just an exciting time to be a Nintendo fan. And, I mean, it's been a bit quiet in the space of Nintendo for the past few months here, so it's glad to to be fully reinvigorated. So yeah, more streams like that. We'll be playing Mario Kart again on the weekend, specifically, definitely, the weekend after the Mario Kart Direct. There's a Mario Kart Direct happening on April 17th, where we'll be learning everything about Mario Kart World before it actually launches on the Switch 2. And no doubt we'll be streaming some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and talking about it some more in the weekend following that. So stay tuned to that, stay tuned to the channel, and consider subscribing for all of that good stuff and those weekly community Nintendo live streams. But anyways, have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Good luck on your Switch 2 pre-order endeavors to all those who are participating, if we can say that. And yeah, hopefully we'll be playing Mario Kart World in no time. But with that said, thank you so much, Michael. Thank you for being here. Debo Pop as well, and Momito, as well as Granny Boy, who we played a Mario Kart with earlier. And thank you, as always, to Mathiasen for being here and being my great moderator. As I said, you can see his impressions on all the Switch 2 goodness as well in our discussion video where we talked about it together. So yeah, like the stream if you enjoyed it, and with that, I will see you soon for some more Mario Kart, some more Splatoon maybe, there's a Splatfest next week, and some more Nintendo Switch 2 goodness coming soon. Alright guys, have a great weekend, and bye-bye!